can go now to our US correspondent, Mark Stone, who's been across this for us. Mark, what's the latest?
Good evening, Sophie. A flurry of information in the last hour and a massive breakthrough both for police in Pennsylvania and police in New York City, the NYPD, because they now have a suspect. Luigi Mangione is his name. He was spotted in a branch of McDonald's in a small town right in the heart of Pennsylvania, about a 4-hour drive from Manhattan, where last Wednesday Brian Thompson, the chief executive officer of UnitedHealthcare, was shot dead in that extraordinary brazen attack as the sun was rising in Manhattan outside a hotel where he was due to attend a conference. Plenty of different pieces have been put together over the course of the past, what is nearly a week, by the authorities in New York. CCTV footage has been put together. We understand that the authorities have been looking through hours and hours of CCTV footage that has allowed them to not only paint a picture of what was happening before and after that shooting, but to work out the movements of their suspect. They released some imagery, some photographs of that suspect wearing a mask in almost every image, but not a couple of them. And of course, that played a key part in the investigation. I hope we've got some of those images to show you now. Those images were distributed right across the country on US media. And it was this morning that an employee in a branch of McDonald's spotted a man that they believed looked very like the person in those images. The local police were very quickly called. The man is currently, as we understand it, not under arrest, but is being questioned by the local police, and the NYPD will soon be joining them. And key bits of information released just now by both Eric Adams and the police officers there at that news conference, not least that a handgun was found on his person. Now, this handgun was what's known as a ghost gun. This is a gun which is not registered, which is made up of component parts that can be bought online or is printed on a 3D printer. Now, they believe this gun is similar to the one that was used last week in that shooting. More than that, though, they said that when they detained the man, he handed over a fake New Jersey identification with the name Mark Rosiano, which matched the identification that the suspect used to check in to a hostel in the days prior to the shooting. And lastly, significant indeed, a handwritten manifesto, a 3-page document, was also found on the person, among the belongings of this person who is being questioned in Pennsylvania. 3-page handwritten document, which, according to one of the police officers, suggested that he seemed to have some ill will towards corporate America. This is a man, Luigi Mangione, who has ties to Maryland, California, Hawaii, and is said to have gone to college, to university in Pennsylvania. He is the man they are now questioning in connection with that extraordinary shooting in Manhattan last Wednesday.
It was, as you say, an extraordinary shooting. Mark, Brian Thompson, CEO of UnitedHealthcare, shot dead by a masked gunman outside a Manhattan hotel on the way, of course, to his company's conference. I mean, over here, it's the sort of story that has obviously received a lot of attention because of how shocking it is. But what's the reception been like in the United States?
When the CCTV imagery first came out last Wednesday, we were waiting for it to be released, and then we watched it, and it is truly a harrowing, shocking moment that clearly we couldn't even play at the time it came out, because you see Brian Thompson walking towards the hotel. He was staying in a hotel on the other side of the road. The sun was just coming up. It was 6:45 in the morning, and he was walking into the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan, where he was due to be a key figure at UnitedHealthcare's conference that was taking place there. And from behind 2 cars, just behind Brian Thompson, the man that you can see in this CCTV CCTV image appears and raises a handgun with a silencer attached to it and fires several times. Brian Thompson falls to his feet next to the wall at the hotel, and he was pronounced dead less than an hour later at a local hospital. A shocking moment for America to absorb, a country that is so used to gun crime. But there was something different about this in the sense that it appears to be a straight-up assassination of a key figure in the medical industry here in the United States. And yes, it has caused a huge shock. It has also raised questions about healthcare in the United States, about the difficulty that some people have in managing to get health insurance, which of course was what Brian Thompson, he was in charge of the division of UnitedHealthcare that deals specifically with insurance. But UnitedHealthcare is a ubiquitous company here in the United States. It runs hospitals. It manages more doctors than any other company in the US. So everyone knows UnitedHealthcare, and certainly for that company and for the family of Brian Thompson, a shocking day indeed, and a huge development today. As I say, police have a man who they are now questioning, as we understand it, not under arrest at the moment, but a man that they are questioning who seems to put together quite a few pieces of the jigsaw that they've been trying to solve since last Wednesday.